Hey guys, this is Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, and you're listening to the ML Sports Platter.
The ML Sports Platter is back with you. We are brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College, and boy, is it a great time to be a Bobcat right now. Academics, athletics, and excellence. There's a lot going on at Bryant and Stratton College. You can craft and customize a 2-year or 4-year degree, and of course, a lot of job placement. The percentage of folks getting jobs right out of Bryant and Stratton College is extremely high. So whether you're coming out of high school or you are, 15, 20 years after the fact, I would suggest to go to Bryant and Stratton College, really get focused and centralized on what you want to do, and you will have success in the future. Log on to bryantstratton.edu today. That's bryantstratton.edu. And for their sports schedules, log on to bscbobcats.com. And of course, you can download and subscribe to this very podcast all over the major platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, as well as Stitcher, Deezer, the Podbean app, YouTube, and Tumblr. Make sure to rate it 5-star and leave some feedback. Well, speaking of Bryant and Stratton College, we are in the thick of things here, and let's talk to one of their coaches. He's a cross-country coach on the Syracuse campus for Bryant and Stratton College. It's Juan Martinez. Juan, thanks for a few minutes, buddy.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Get into your team a little bit, and I know you guys have a big weekend. You guys, as we record this, start tomorrow with your first invitational, but kind of break down your team a little bit and how competitive of a season you expect it to be.
My team is actually fairly a young team. We have a couple of runners. Leading the way is Kevin Lampman. He's out of Trumansburg, New York, Trumansburg High School. And then also we have Jalen Roman, which is his first cross-country season. He's never run cross-country at the high school level. However, he's one of the fastest 400-meter runner coming out of New York State with a 48-second PR in the 400. And we also have Shayla Medina out of Queens, New York City. And we also have Shahid Hutchison, another sprinter out of Solvay High School. He's another one that this is fairly new to him.
So how did you get involved in, at Bryant and Stratton College? How did you end up there? How'd you get the gig? How did it all come to fruition for you, Juan?
Well, it all came about because the last several years, I've been coaching at James DeWitt School District as their modified cross-country coach for the 7th and 8th graders, and also as an assistant varsity coach for indoor track at the high school. And I mentioned to my friend, I said to him, which he coaches at ESF, he's the head coach over there for cross-country, and I said to Coach Melfi, I said, I really want to become a head coach. So he said to me, there's a position available over at Bryant Stratton. So I applied, and I didn't think I was going to get a phone call, but I was glad that Nick interviewed me, and here I am.
So I'm not a runner. I maybe could run, I don't know, a half a mile, and then I just get like super bored or tired or whatever the case may be. So how do you help runners become better runners? How do they become what they are on your roster, which is competitive running? I've always had an unbelievable respect for it, even though I can't do it. So how does one become a great long-distance runner, in your opinion?
My opinion, I believe everyone, even yourself, can accomplish anything in running. Any distance. You say yourself a half a mile. I guarantee you that you can go from a half a mile to 26.2 miles in a marathon. It doesn't matter the pace as long as you finish, right? So the way I see it is run by time. Don't worry about the distance. Don't worry about the pace. It's all going to come to you, because the more you do it, the more you're consistent at it, you're going to get better at it. Physically, you're going to get better and stronger. And this is without speed workout, because you're starting from scratch and working your way up. You're building the base. And eventually, you'll be able to do speed workouts, which is going to get you stronger. Running is a tough sport. I've been doing this since 1994. But I also took a 6-year break when I served the Navy.
Okay. We're talking with Juan Martinez, the cross-country head coach at Bryant and Stratton College, and, of course, the Bobcats, the official college of the ML Sports Platter. You can log on to bscbobcats.com for a nice overview and schedule of all the sports and news and notes. So get into a little bit this weekend of the Coble Skill Invitational. Who's competing and what's it entail, Juan?
Well, there's several schools competing. I believe Morrisville is going to be there, Coble Skill College is going to be there as well as us and several other colleges. This will be our first invitational. I'm a little nervous because this is my first debut as a college coach.
Yeah, you got the butterflies, man. That's normal though.
Yes. I feel like I'm I'm towing the line myself. But how do I say this? But we're gonna go there and just go out there and have fun. Just go out there, get kick mud, get mud all over our faces. Just go out there and have fun. Give it all you got. At the end of the day, whatever the results are, we're gonna basically go from there and get better.
So everybody I've interviewed from the school, from coaches to athletes, athletic director Nick Dmitrievsky, I mean, everybody is so into what the Bobcats have going on, academics, athletics, and a lot more. And everybody can feel one day to the next, to the next, to the next, just everything growing and that momentum that is always brought up. That's the word that always comes to mind with Bryant and Stratton College currently. How much of the momentum do you feel, Juan?
I feel like I'm coming in at the right time. I believe that especially not only in cross country, because cross country I believe we can become a powerhouse once we add all the pieces to the puzzles. But all across, soccer, basketball, the coaches are very enthusiastic. They very motivated, and I can get that vibe also. So even if I have questions, I ask them, and they have the answers. They don't have the answers, they find it for me. I believe academically is also a powerhouse. I believe that the kids that we have are special, and I believe that good things are come to the school in the near future.
Juan, where are you originally from, and what were some of the the sports that you got into as a young boy?
Well, I was born and raised in Passaic, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, family is originally from Puerto Rico, and I played football. Yeah, I played baseball when I was young. Basketball, unfortunately, I wasn't good in either sport. So I ended up. My uncle ended up taking me out for a 4-mile run in Branchbrook Park. That's in Newark, New Jersey. It's about 5 miles outside of Passaic. I'm actually 10 miles outside of New York City, Passaic, New Jersey. Actually, that's where Dick Vitale was born.
That's cool.
So, yeah, I was in the gym as a freshman, and my high school coach walks in there and says, any freshman wants to run cross country. I'm a city kid. I never heard of cross country in my life before. It was either baseball, basketball, football. So I asked my friend, what's cross country? He says, well, you run about 2 miles nonstop. I said, that's it? I just ran 4 miles with my uncle. My uncle, my uncle was a 1989 featherweight New Jersey Golden Glove winner in boxing. So that's another story. But yeah, he took me out, and it was all history after that. I ran cross country 3 years in high school. I made first team all county, all league. Teams made it all the way to the state championship. I went to I attended 1 semester at William Patterson University, and I ended up going to the Navy.
Wow. So when you're growing up in New Jersey, are you into the Yankees or Mets? Are you into the Giants or Jets? Are you into the Rangers? Are you into the Devils? Are you into the metropolitan teams at all?
I'll tell you what, I'm a diehard Yankees fan.
Okay, you're allowed to stay then.
Yes, I'm a diehard Yankees fan. I'm a diehard, painful, in agony New York Knicks fan.
Yeah.
I've been hurt.
And let me guess, you're doing Rangers and Giants too, right? That's usually the combination.
Nah, New Jersey Devils all the way, and then the New York Giants.
All right. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense because you have to kind of stay with the Jersey thing. Who's your favorite Yankee growing up?
Wow, my favorite Yankee growing up has got to be that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I believe it's Paul O'Neill.
Okay.
Paul O'Neill, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was great. He was a part of that early '90s dynasty kind of set the tone for professionalism and all that. I mean, you know, his nickname was the Warrior for a reason. He was bashing coolers in the dugout and super intense. But, you know, a lot of people thought he wasn't going to be able to handle New York, but he did, and he won multiple World Series. He was great. I know a lot of people who O'Neal's their favorite player, man.
Yeah, O'Neal, but we can't forget Don Mattingly. I love Don Mattingly. He's one of my favorite. You know, it's tough. It's tough. Growing up as a Yankee fan, there's so many stars.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, man. There's no doubt about it. So what do you hope, Juan, when somebody, you know, sees your team run for the first time, what do you hope they say about your team?
I want to say, wow, I haven't seen a Bobcat up in a pack. You know, that's the goal. You know, lead the pack.
Yeah, no doubt. Academically, what are some of your students taking? What are they saying about their opportunities at Bryant and Stratton so far?
So far, I got a couple of students taking criminal justice.
Yeah.
Another one in I believe in occupation, and they're very excited. They're so excited. They're looking forward to school, and they're looking forward to competing tomorrow as well.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Bryant and Stratton College, it's been great to work with you guys across the board. This is your debut on my podcast, so I look forward to many more. And again, he is the head cross-country coach for the Bryant and Stratton College Syracuse Bobcats, and you can log on to bscbobcats.com. And tomorrow, as we record this, at 10 a.m., big-time event, the Cobleskill Invitational, and it'll be the Bobcats running, hopefully, to victory. Juan Martinez, thanks for the time, pal. Great to have you.
Hey, thank you so much.
You can download and subscribe to the ML Sports Platter all over the major platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, as well as Stitcher, the Podbean app, YouTube, and Tumblr. Please do leave a 5-star review and some feedback. We are brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College, as well as Empower Federal Credit Union. Log on to empowerfcu.com, and a big tip of the cap as well to Hides of Liverpool. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and make sure to follow and like every single Bryant and Stratton College social media page you can find between Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. That way you'll get up to speed on Bobcat athletics and ongoing events. Thanks again to Juan Martinez. I'm Mike Lindsley. As I always tell you, folks, enjoy the games.